Hello, my name is Dave McCarthy, your current Ward 1 City Councilor running for re-election. First and foremost, it's an honor and a privilege to be running for re-election to the position of Ward 1 City Councilor. Over the past 4 years, I have met so many more constituents in the ward face to face and hopefully have solved some of their issues. I'm a hands-on person who works the ward weekly. Be it zoning development issue or individual residents' concerns, I make it a priority to reach out with pertinent city information via social media, email, phone messages, or in person, and make sure you're aware of major activities in the ward. And Ward 1 has been a very, very busy place. Public safety, public works, parks, zoning, development, and other neighborhood issues are my priorities in Ward 1. As I have said before, my experience over the last 18 years in the city has really assisted me with getting the job done. Overdevelopment is still an issue in our neighborhoods. Making sure development happens where it should happen and making sure it isn't invading our neighborhoods. It's one of my priorities. I made it a priority the last 4 years to also attend and be heard in all zoning, conservation, and planning board hearings to make sure I was on top of all changes being brought forward or occurring in the ward. This was instrumental in making sure my homework was done on a particular subject. Be it a new deck being added to a home or a multifamily being proposed. You must be 100% engaged with the boards I just mentioned. During my last 2 terms, I came to work, and work we did. Seawalls, parks, streets, and sidewalks, and overall infrastructure have been the foundation of work accomplished in Ward 1. All of this will improve public access, coastal protection, drainage issues, and improve overall infrastructure in our ward. The Maritime Center in Howes Neck is now back on the table after some other safety priorities took precedent, namely the seawall project. The safety of our coastline residents and the potential to minimize flooding quickly turned into our #1 priority. The city has also started site work on a new safety police center at its current location in Ward 1. This is a necessity for Quincy and will bring our public safety personnel and facilities up to today's standards in law enforcement technology. Several blighted properties are still around, and I am determined to win this fight. Neighborhoods should not be held hostage by these parcels that are in very bad shape. It has to come to a closure point. I have been working with the administration over the last few years to address these locations and execute a strategy that improves the neighborhood where they are and makes certain the owner of the property keeps the property up to favorable standards. Road work will also continue throughout the ward. Several streets were addressed this past year and more are slated for 2021, 22, and 23. Streets are not just looked at from the surface, but the infrastructure beneath is evaluated as well to ensure a complete overhaul is accomplished and money is spent wisely. Lastly, our budget has been solid. Schools are in great shape. The downtown has turned the corner, and Ward 1 is looking good. Quincy was just listed as the #6 place to live in the country, which isn't surprising. It's a passion and a privilege to work and help people I know and people that I have grown up with. I work hard for the ward and enjoy serving the residents of Quincy. I look forward to hopefully working even harder over the next few years and humbly ask for your vote on November 2nd, Election Day in the city of Quincy. Thank you and God bless.